Hi everyone, just thought I'd give you an update on my garden. I haven't done one in a while. East Midlands, UK. We've been experiencing in my garden -3 to -6 past week. I'm going to show you the effects it's had on my plants, if any. Trachycarpus maniper looks flawless in this pot, even though the pot is frozen through, as usual. Did last year with that deep freeze we had. Got a previous video showing its trunk. It was like it all been looked like a dinosaur type shape. It was staggered and leaning to one side. So what I did, I sawn through it, and it's now growing straight. It looks healthy, and I also put it in a larger pot. So I'm happy about that. It's gonna be a nice specimen as it gets bigger. You can see, yeah, it looks lovely. These little Trachycarpus palms, I need some new pots, bigger pots, but I have de-weeded these. These need to go in larger pots now, but yeah, this one is one of the better ones. These, I've just left these exposed outside. They're just survival of the fittest. If they don't make it, they don't make it, but these are not phased at all. That climbing plant there, it's a tiny little thing. Got given free from an order, so I planted it up this makeshift trellis. It stayed evergreen, so hopefully this is going to have a good effect this year, because it did have loads of little pink flowers on it. Beesianum jasminum should put out loads of growth. Scented climbing vine. It's not a self-clinger, it's more of a twining one. My Washingtonia robusta. Keep letting some air to this so the moisture doesn't freeze on the plant and damage the leaves. The leaves have gone, obviously it doesn't stop the penetrative frost and freezes this, but it's just mainly to stop the wind and the rain sitting on it. The fronds have gone dark. You can see. This will be fine, I'm sure of it. So we're not pokers are dug out and divided. Spread them around the garden. Seed grown Trachycarpus. Musa baju, it's frozen through, but not as much as it would do if it doesn't have this protection. As you can see, the ice that was built up at the bottom, pretty thick. It has been a nice sunny week, so with the sun I've been opening this and uncovering the plants. Well, this area here, I've got a couple of Yucca rostratas, Chamaerops cerifera, some Astelias, and I want some like some grasses and stuff, other grasses and stuff to go in there. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I want to like partially gravel that corner. Move that Musa baju 4 foot to the left, that side now that Trachycarpus is. This one here I've sold to me as a Nova. Spear pull last year, I moved it and it's grown really well. It's lovely. Really pleased with this. Fronds have gone a bit dark on some of them. I think it's a Nova maybe, I'm not sure. Chamaerops, Trachycarpus crosswagonianus. This was newly planted in November, so I usually plant my young palms in winter, and they've usually been okay. So we'll see how it does. It's frozen solid in the ground. Regular Chamaerops. Another one I planted in November. Looks lush and green, it looks unaffected. Obviously it's too early to tell, you don't usually see the damage till spring. unless you get severe burn damage, then that'll show pretty quickly. Usually it's when they fall out. Little tiny Trachycarpus princeps there. Newly planted. Another Trachycarpus. I bet you're thinking I'm Trachycarpus mad. You'd be right, because I am. Here's Sycammensis. Just wanted to give you a tip with these. These do freeze through, but make sure when you do wrapping, don't leave the bottom exposed. Because I've noticed some people have left the bottom exposed to the cold, and it still rots through around the bottom, still takes damage, and then the whole thing will just fold over. So make sure it's all covered at the bottom. Another Trachycarpus seedling. That's got it's gone dark. Some cannons are left in the ground. This is my Tetrapanax papyrifera. What I've been doing every night is covering it with a dustbin. Just kept its leaves, 2 of them anyway. And this was only tiny when I planted it in the spring, in May I think, and it's put on a foot of trunk. So that's going to be interesting, see how that grows this year. Pleased with that. And a little Trachycarpus wagneriana seedling. It's actually developing nice fronds now. It's got a tiny little trunk. Fatsy Polycarpa, enjoying the sunshine. I noticed the fronds have lifted up a bit since it's fallen out. Schefflera taiwaniana. Yeah, that's what seems to happen. They seem to droop the fronds as a way of protecting themselves. But yeah, they're lush and green. Unaffected by the cold. Foxglove next to it. Another Trachycarpus seedling on there. Another Camarops opening fronds. Borderline. Skin's interesting. I had 2 of these. Well, I do have 2 of these grown in pots, and I've recently planted them up in the spring last year, sorry. So this will be interesting, see how these are going to grow. The new leaves growing a bit weird. Clematis Miss Bateman. This putting out new leaves, new buds. Planted away from this fence gate. Don't really use it much, so I thought I might as well grow something up it. Has a 9cm pot. Hopefully that'll flower. That's a nice little sunny spot, this. So what I want to do, I've got some climbing vines. I want to get some wire across these panels and grow some climbing plants up them. Just a bit of a backdrop behind the tropicals. I've got loads of stuff to plant. These are just some seeds, trailing seeds on top of the hedge. This has been planted about 10 years. Some horse chestnuts. Probably plant them out in the wild at some point. Honeysuckle gold flame. It's lost all its leaves, but it has opened a load of new ones. It's kept some leaves. It has kept some leaves. What I'm going to do, I'm going to train it up this archway trellis. You see, the leaves it's opened up. Oh yeah, that's going to be trained up that trellis to cover this. Well, I've got the storage area here and the compost bin there. I'm going to get another compost bin here so I can have 2. Another cordyline, this one's growing lovely. Mahonia carberry, this is newly planted. That turns red in the fall. It's like a irregular Mahonia. Spiky, it's a bit like holly. What else we got? Hydrangea Sumenii. This is a self-clinging hydrangea, so I didn't really need this kind of trellis. I could have just planted it straight up against my panel, but not to worry. Another Trachycarpus planted in May. Unfazed. Camellia. It's just regular camellia, just such camellia, it's white camellia, it's got buds on it. Tiny little plant, but it is growing. Cuba japonica, Fatsia japonica, that lost all its big leaves because there was a silly sausage and dropped some on it. Was tempted to buy a big one, but I'm just going to leave that. Some more foxgloves over there. Aconicoil macro, I might move this grass, I don't know. Persicaria polymorphs in there. Deciduous died off. Foxglove. Trachycarpus slash Trachycarpus cross Princeps, I believe this one. Looking nice. And behind it I've planted Fatsia camouflage. I don't know if I planted these too late or not, but I'm pretty sure they will survive. I know it looks a bit odd and messy at the moment, but as they all grow and fill out, things will start coming together. I moved this tree fern, Dicksonia antarctica. I'm going to get another one, so I've got one here. I'm going to plant one somewhere around where that Trachycarpus is. This is my Fatsia spider's web. See how it's dropped all its leaves? Like it's sulking. Looks like it's protecting itself. It's got a few seeds left on it, not many. Hopefully I'll get some that's viable on that. This is a Mahonia crosswinter sun. Cuba japonica, this has got some kind of buds on it. Camellia, Lady Campbell, japonica. Didn't really grow much, but some more trachys. This is my Trachycarpus nova. Never had any problems with this. It's in the shadiest spot as well, but I can see that growing a lot this year. It's doing really well. And what we've got here near the house, Fargesia robusta candle to grow up here. It's new planted this year, but this one here is growing new shoots already. See here what's frozen. Well, yeah, that's it for the garden. Trampoline may be going, and hopefully I'm going to get a couple more borders in. Lots more to grow. In this greenhouse I've got loads more plants, so you'll have to stay tuned for that. Loads of different plants in there, ready to plant out. Some more in there. Well, yeah, that's my update anyway. Basically, roll on spring. So thanks everyone that tuned in. I know there's not much to shout about. Hopefully I'll get a border here and a border at the back of the garden, and yeah, just watch this space. We'll see how we go, but it's just going to be nice watching everything develop over the years. And yeah, it's just a new project for me. I think it's come a long way considering where I started beginning of April last year. So thanks. See you later. If you like what you see, just like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.